One thing I've decided to do, I don't know if I'm gonna disable the comment section on this one, is I probably will, but I may not because I actually like the comments to come through because I'll read it and I'll just block these people because these people are literally beyond annoying. I'm talking about these Christians. You know, why do Christians never answer questions when you are debunking their God? All they ever do is come with insults. You are an antichrist. The Bible says that you are an antichrist. This black woman yesterday called me a devil. She called me a devil. You are a devil. Her comment didn't her comment did not go through because, basically I had been blocked her at that point, you know what I'm saying? You are a devil. Oh, I thought that y'all were supposed to be nice, right? I thought that you were the nice people. I thought that you were the loving people. It's kind of, it's just like these Democrats, you know what I'm saying? It's just like these Democrats. They act like they're so nice until you disagree with them. And I've had even older black woman call me the N word because I asked her why are you a Democrat? I just asked her a simple question. She went off on me. She called me the N word, right? I mean, like, really. Even my own sister had to come on in there and say, "Is there something wrong with you?" That's what she said. She was like, I know, I know that you're older than me, but you know, you don't talk to my brother like this. you know, you don't, you don't talk to my brother like this. Like, stop, for real. You know what I'm saying? You do not talk to my brother like this. So anyway, when we sit here and we ask simple questions, simple questions. Not that I'm really going to be, I don't want to really engage with these people at all. I don't because it's just pointless. A lot of them are nasty. They are clueless and they're quite stupid people. They really are because if you can't defend what I'm saying, then there's just no point in you getting nasty and name calling or whatever because you don't have an answer for John chapter 14, verses 12 through 14. Verily, very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me, which is JC, will do the works I have been doing. What was he doing? Wasn't he allegedly raising the dead? Wasn't he multiplying food and wine, right? Wasn't he curing all sorts of incurable diseases, right? Wasn't he allegedly casting out demons, right? So, very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these because I am going to the Father. Why are none of you doing great? Why are none of you doing the basic things that he was doing? And why are none of you doing anything greater? And I'm calling out all these fools. Creflo Dollar, TD Snakes, all of y'all, Geno Jennings, I'm calling you all out. The 700 Club, even the Pope. How come none of you are raising the dead, multiplying food and wine, and casting out demons. We have never seen none of you do any of that, let alone do anything greater. This is why we laugh at you. Let me control my mouth. Let me control my mouth. We laugh at you. You are clowns. We can read your own words to you. And you, TD Snake came out and said, what did he say? I thank the surgeon for healing me. He did not even say, I thank JC for healing me. So why are you even going to a surgeon and you got JC, TD Snake? Why? Right? Very truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing. Wait a minute. JC walked through walls. Any of you walking through walls? JC rose himself from the dead. Any of you dying and coming back? I mean, come on, man. Right? Any of you multiplying fish that you done bought from the store and multiplying bread? Any of you doing that? Any of you walking on water? And I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it. How come none of you are asking JC to give you $1 billion overnight? I'm talking about lotto winnings. Any of you asking JC to give you $1 billion in lotto winnings? Has it happened? Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow, man. Mm. All right. We're going to go into Zechariah because, maybe I'll leave the comment section up because these people are beyond embarrassing at this point. These people are beyond embarrassing at this point, right? We're going to go Zechariah chapter 14, verses 14. Well, 12. This hasn't happened yet. This is the plague with which the Lord will strike all the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh will rot while they are still standing on their feet. Hasn't happened yet. Their eyes will rot in their sockets, and their tongues will rot in their mouths. On that day, people will be stricken by the Lord with great panic. They will seize each other by the hand and attack one another. Judah too will fight at Jerusalem. The wealth of all the surrounding nations will be collected, great quantities of gold and silver and clothing. A similar plague will strike the horses and mules, the camels and donkeys, and all the animals in those camps. Then the survivors from all the nations that have attacked Jerusalem will go up year after year to worship the King, the Lord Almighty, and to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. Where do you find the Feast of Tabernacles? You find the Feast of Tabernacles in the Old Testament, which I call the only Testament, Christian. We're so sick of these people. If any of the peoples of earth do not go, meaning their representatives, up to Jerusalem to worship the King at the Feast of Tabernacles, the Festival of Tabernacles, the Lord Almighty, singular, they will have no rain. If the Egyptian people do not go up and take part, they will have no rain. The Lord, singular, will bring on them the plague he inflicts on the nations that do not go up to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. This will be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all the nations. This hasn't happened yet, that do not go up to celebrate the festival of tabernacles, not Christmas, Christian, not Easter, Christian, the festival of tabernacles, the high holy days that are found in the Bible, the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Day of Atonement. But the nations have to come up and send their representatives, whoever's ruling them, whoever their leaders are. Y'all have to come up and celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles, not Christmas, idolater. On that day, holy to the Lord will be inscribed on the bells of the horses, and the cooking pots in the Lord's house will be like the sacred bowls in front of the altar. Every pot in Jerusalem and Judah will be holy to the Lord Almighty, and all who come to sacrifice will take some of the pots and cook in them. And on that day there will no longer be a Canaanite in the house of the Lord Almighty. Do you know who the Canaanites are? I think I know who they are. Right? Ezekiel chapter 37. Christian. We don't need your New Testament lie, Christian. Ezekiel chapter 37. The hand of the Lord was on me, and he brought me out by the Spirit of the Lord and set me in the middle of a valley. It was full of bones. He led me back and forth among them, and I saw a great many bones on the floor of the valley, bones that were very dry. He asked me, Son of man, can these bones live? I said, Sovereign Lord, you know alone. So it's talking about the nation of Israel being back, right? My people, I am going to open your graves and bring you up from them in your captivity in all nations of the earth. I will bring you back to the land of Israel, which is not over where it is right now. Then you, my people, will know that I am the Lord when I open your graves, meaning a lot of our people don't know who they are, and there's only going to be a remnant of them making it anyway, right? And bring you up from them. I will bring you back to the land of Israel. Then you, my people, will know that I am the Lord when I open your graves and bring you up from them. I will put my spirit in you, and you will live, and I will settle you in your land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it, declare the Lord. Right? So it's going to be one nation under one king. No more broken nation. Right? This is what the sovereign Lord, the God of Israel, says. I will take the Israelites out of the nations where they have gone. I will gather them from all around and bring them back into their land. The Bible is not talking about going to heaven. This is the lie that the Christians keep pushing. There is no heaven. The firmament is heaven, right? The firmament, there's a firmament above. That is called heaven, right? I will make them one nation in the land on the mountains of Israel. There will be one king over all of them, and they will never again be two nations or be divided into two kingdoms. They will no longer defile themselves with their idols and vile images or with any of their offenses, for I will save them from all their sinful backsliding. Praise the great God only, the Lord God of Israel only. And I will cleanse them. They will be my people, and I will be their God. My servant David will be king over them, and they will all have one shepherd. They will follow my laws and be careful to keep my decrees. They will live in the land I gave to my servant Jacob, the land where your ancestors live. They and their children and their children's children will live there forever, and David, my servant, will be their prince forever. I will make a covenant of peace with them. It will be an everlasting covenant. I will establish them and increase their numbers, and I will put my sanctuary among them forever. Has this happened yet, Christian? My dwelling place will be with them. I will be their God, and they will be my people. Then the nations will know that I the Lord make Israel holy when my sanctuary is among them forever. Verse 24. My servant David will be king over them, and they will all have one shepherd. Right? Verse 25, they will live in the land I gave to my servant Jacob, the land where your ancestors live. They and their children and their children's children will live there forever, and David, my servant, will be their prince forever. David is going to live forever, not the false God, JC. You Christians, what can I say? We will not be deceived, and you will not, uh, 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 you will not come over here with your New Trashment gobbledygook.